of 250 Moto 1. Yep, starting right in the middle. Cooper is going to grab the whole shot on the 32. You see Cianciarulo gambled. He went way wide. It did not work. Cooper had his teammate, the 39, and Colt Nichols right behind him. Then this is a battle for third. Hunter Lawrence and Jordan Smith come together and go down.
Yeah, just two lines coming together. I don't think they anticipated that. Once they got hooked, they go down. Smith got up and looked a little in pain.
And this is incredible racing right down to the end. RJ Hampshire was under fire the entire race. Best way to respond, make some passes of your own. He pulls away from Cianciarulo. He gets around Nichols. And Cianciarulo went at Nichols for third. This is with 2 to go and hitting the white flag.
Yeah, Cianciarulo knew that he, always for an overall, it's important to be on the podium in the first moto. Justin Cooper takes that win. Doesn't know all the drama that was happening behind him, but you could have thrown a blanket over the next 4 riders. Great racing all the way to the end.
Here at 450 Moto 1 of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Blake Baggett and Ken Roczen battling for the lead early. Baggett at the motosport.com hold shot. Roczen quickly gets around. He had Anderson, MUSQUIN, and a whole heap of talent in the mix. MUSQUIN gets around Anderson, and Baggett goes down. So that'll put MUSQUIN in the number 2 spot, and then he spent a long time trying to track down the leader. Roczen, you won't even see Tomac for a while here. This is so strange, Ben LeMay.
Yeah, we've got to assume it's a Moose tire. Could have been a regular tire, but obviously a Moose. And then MUSQUIN battling, trying to get around Roczen, went to the outside to take a different line, left the door open. Tomac didn't need a second invitation, and then in the closing stage of the race, charges up the inside, able to still stick the inside line, make the pass, and Eli, another victory.
Second moto win in 3 motos run so far this year. That was a statement type ride because he had a lot of his contenders in front of him, and he's able to track them down. He was smiling at the end of it. Let's show you this moto. Lots of action in our race recap. Shane McElrath out front early. Cianciarulo was not messing around. That was a key pass on the rider that beat him in the first moto, Justin Cooper. Then he gets around Alex Martin. Yeah, around the outside there.
Martin got a big kick into that corner, and then right here, Cianciarulo leads the braking as late as possible, moves McElrath out of the way to take the lead.
And then Hunter Lawrence passes all those riders as well, and then executes a move in a corner that cost him with some crashes earlier to take over the lead. And he started pulling away. Now remember, he was fresh because he didn't finish the first moto, and then this unforced error allows Cianciarulo to get by.
Little simple mistake up there where the dirt is slick. Tips it over, gets back up, no harm, no foul, but it gave the lead back to this guy, Adam Cianciarulo. He goes back-to-back, Hangtown, and here at Paula.
Third in Moto 1, the win in Moto 2 is enough to edge Justin Cooper and Dylan Ferrandis for today's overall win. You can see Ferrandis salvaging that 7th after big crashes in Moto 1. Maintains solid points in the series. Sexton and Nichols round out the top 5. We'll give you the race recap of 450 Moto 2. Justin Bogle in the number 19 got the whole shot. MUSQUIN wasted little time. A slight mistake by Bogle, and Marvin quickly to the lead.
Yeah, in that slippery section up there, you saw Marvin getting around a fellow KTM rider. Got out in front early, but right behind him, there was a charging pack. And then, of course, this is when Tomac was able to get it done on MUSQUIN down that fast boulevard that we talked about all day.
And from there, would pull away. That was the second half of the race. Marvin held him for a lot of it. But this is how Eli generally wins races. It's what he does in the last few minutes that makes all the difference. It was the same story in Moto 1 where he was as far back as 6th, but was able to rally and win it. And with the double moto sweep, it makes the math easy. Eli Tomac is back on top. Yeah, minor blip, 4th in the first moto of the season last week. No problems now for Eli because he has won 3 straight motos now early in this championship. As Will mentioned on the podium, MUSQUIN wins the tiebreaker with Roczen for 2nd overall.